Painful Pump series. We're taking our content to the next level. So, when I asked people, what body part should I choose first? Everyone said chest, because apparently I'm just a walking chest. So I'm going to take you through a chest workout, and we're going to get a painful pump. And as you know, more blood flow to the muscles means more cell swelling, more stimulus, more growth. That's it. That's why I call myself Pumpardo. So I'm going to tell you some techniques now, and let's go have some fun. The pump. All right. So let's go do it, hey? Now you gotta factor something in. I'm now 34 years old, so the days of me watching workout motivation, preing up and stuff are gone. This is a non-stim pre, and I'm gonna go get a full cream cappuccino, and I'm gonna sit there and enjoy life for a little bit, and then we'll train. Couldn't make it any more awkward.
I know, how funny is that?
So, as you know, I'm PT, coach, business owner. So I've got many different roles and responsibilities. This morning I did a few sessions, I did a consult. Now I'm going to sit here. Whenever I can, I'll read. I'm reading Your Next 5 Moves, Patrick Bet-David. Good book so far. And I'm going to do some coaching messages. Once I've cleared my messages, everyone's responded to, had my coffee, that's when we'll go train. All right, Dakota, we've got everything set up. So sometimes you'll get some, automated, unprompted messages. But what I want you to do is obviously hit your workouts this week, track them, and then I'll see all the data. The main thing will be your PT session and focusing on getting everything set up on the MyFitnessPal and get everything into habitual practice. So let's see how we go. All right, we'll just listen to a few client messages and then we'll keep at it.
Hey bro, I'm fucking just finished my session with Dan. Feeling fucking amazing, better and better every fucking time I go to the gym. Like I was saying to him just then, and I know I keep saying it to you, but I can't thank you cunts enough for fucking, I know this is your job and this is what you guys are getting paid to do, but just the care factor and the want to actually fucking help someone is a massive thing for me, because I have had PTs in the past that have not worked anywhere near as well as what this is working for me. You guys give me motivation to get shit done. You guys give me motivation to keep fucking going, and it's just fucking, I'm feeling better, I'm looking better. I know I keep saying it every week, but it's like I'm fucking progressing so much, week after week.
You can't buy that. You can't buy that. That's better than money. That's why we do this. I love that shit. That pumps me up. Now, pre-workouts. I've got a non-stim pre-workout in my car. It's got good amounts of the ingredients that work. So it's not a proprietary blend, I know what's in it. It's a good pump formula. But when it comes to the caffeine, I don't like really high stim caffeines because you crash from them, you get adrenal fatigue. So I would just have a coffee for my caffeine. Now I regret it every single time because it's milk. Go and get a pump, but I enjoy it. So I balance out my lifestyle, getting productive, doing client messages, having a read, getting my mind stimulated, and it just motivates me for the workout. So 10 years ago, I would just pre-up, watch some bodybuilding stuff, but I just don't have it in me anymore. Go in there, get it done. You're gonna see the pump we get. It's gonna be unreal with some of these techniques. And but that's it. That's my little pre-workout ritual.
Feel your vibe. 30 inches from the projects, we still get fly. Roll, it's hard to get me out in your face. Me off, it be hard to know.
So we're gonna get into this chest workout. I'm not following my current program at the moment. I wanna do the best exercises that give me the best pump. So you guys have got some value. At the end of the workout, I'll type it up, I'll chuck up the workout, and you can do this as well. It's unconventional, there's some supersets in there, but it's gonna be fun. Warm up. I don't really do a general warm up, I just do a specific warm up. Whatever exercise I'm doing, I'll warm up on that. a really light set for 15 to 20 reps to lubricate the joints, get the blood flow, a bridging set, and then I get into it. If I'm doing any kind of presses, I'll just warm up my shoulders a little bit. I won't take you through that, it's boring. You know what to do, get a resistance band, just do rotations. Let's get into it. So really lubricate the joints, 20 reps, moderate weight, that's it. Just hit a light set. Now I'm gonna bridge the gap. So I'm thinking 38s, just for 5 or 6, just to bridge the gap to make the heavier weight not so heavy. Seven. Do whatever, you're not going to come close to failure, you were just warming up. So if this is a pump series, there's so many other exercises that probably are better than your dumbbell incline presses. But dumbbell incline presses are probably up there with my top 3 favorite exercises. Now I'm just off of a cut, I'm feeling really weak. I'm only 75 kilos at the moment. And I'll lift the 48s, right? Just to show you I can do it, I can control it, I can move it very well, but that's not what bodybuilding is all about. So I'm gonna do it just to show you I can, and then we're gonna dial it back to the weight that I will get the best squeeze and contraction on. It's not the weight that you're lifting, it's how you're lifting it. Put all the mind in the muscle. I can still get a good contraction on this, mind you, but I'm doing it just to prove a point. Fuck, that was piss poor, 7 reps. But I haven't been lifting heavy. And when you're doing strength training, you've got to periodize and you've got to actually get your body used to lifting heavier all the time. I did it just to show you I can, off the back of a cut, deficit, feeling weak. When I've got more calories in me, I'm a bit heavier. I can move the 55s or whatever. And even then, I'll probably still only move the 40s so I can get a better contraction. As you see, I just hit the 48s for a rough set. Now I'm gonna dial it all the way back to 38s. All right, so that's a significant drop, but I'm still gonna fail at a pretty low number because of the way that I'm gonna hit it. Slow the tempo down, squeeze at the peak contraction, not fully extending, so we're working the triceps and the front delt and taking the load off the top of the chest. Mind in the muscle, all right? I'm gonna hit these 38s. This is how I want you hitting your dumbbell inclines. So I could hit that all day if I was just powering through all my reps. Instead, time under tension on the upper chest. Actually, hold on. I don't need to say anything. There we go. Need I say more? We're just getting started. So I'm gonna do one more set. This is the 3rd working set. It's going to be a drop set. Very important. The first exercise of any pressing movement is going to take priority because your triceps kind of get blown out and then all your presses kind of turn to shit, right? So try not to fail through the tricep and just muscle through everything. Feel it in the chest. As soon as it's not moving very well, drop the weight, squeeze it off. Still saving some left in the tank for other presses so the rest of your workout doesn't turn to shit. Last set, drop set, 38s. 24s, working the upper chest, that's it, let's go. Angle is so important too. Don't flare your elbows, keep them tucked. Tension on the chest, not on the front delt. Look at that. Look at that. Okay? You seen it? All right. So you see, today, Monday, International Chest Day, 3 racks getting filled up with bench press. Most people start their chest days off with a bench press straight away. It's very standard. It's so hard to isolate the chest and get the absolute best pump and engagement from a barbell press. When you start with it as well, you can blow everything out. Now, it's very important that you distinguish what you want to do. If you want to do powerlifting, start with bench. Even if you want to do power building and you still prioritize strength, you can start with bench. But if it's purely body composition, bodybuilding, you're better off starting off with any other movement. Because again, it's so hard to isolate the chest. You can, but most people want to muscle through their lifts and get the most weight possible. So there's no point. I am always a fan of hitting pec flies higher up in the chest workout. Everyone always does their compounds first, isolations last. But if we can fatigue the chest and leave the front delt and triceps out of it, they're going to take more of the load for our pressing later as well. Again, it's bodybuilding, it's about building the chest, so I'm not too concerned about my strength on these lifts. Especially on this pec deck, I don't care about lifting heavy. So watch the tempo, and this is up there with one of my favorite exercises, again, top 3. You know, ironic that my 3 favorite exercises are chest related. Super important. Shoulders, back, good stretch under tension, and don't explode through the concentric part of the motion, the pressing part. Slow tempo the whole time, working the chest. Oh yeah. But that's 1 rep, I'm already feeling it. So this is called the painful pump series. And in my chest, there's nothing that gives me a more painful pump than this bad boy. So let's hit it. All right. Oh, squeeze at the peak contraction. Oh man. Fuck. That hurts. Check the weight out. Alright. So, it's not very heavy, right? Next set, watch this. So I'll all but double it and I'll hit this. And although it might look like I'm hitting it well, there's a difference between textbook form and bodybuilding form. The intention to grow the muscle. So we'll hit this next set. Double the weight. See, it still moves. Just because you move it doesn't mean it's optimal. I'm gonna hit a drop set. Still felt it, but not as much as I would have. Oh man, that one felt it. So my third exercise, I do a flat press, whether I'm doing a barbell bench, a plate loaded machine, or a pin loaded machine. It doesn't matter. Today I'm just going to do the pin loaded machine. But if I was going to go barbell, I'll show you the technique that I'll use as well. So I'll do both, but I usually just pick one. Again, focus on pushing through the chest. Sweet. Okay, so that's set up well. Full range of motion, so I'm getting a good stretch. Bar at nipple line, elbows not flared, keep them closer to your body, shoulders always rolled back, and not pushing. Full range of motion, just to that peak contraction of the chest, and slow tempo the whole time. Now, gun to my head, if I was to stack that, I'd be able to move it. Who cares? Let's get the maximum blood flow. This is called painful pump series, so let's get that painful motherfucking pump. Feels good. So, my bench press, my top set is 130. Is that good? Is that not? I don't know. I'm 75 kilo. You know, I'm not on test or anything like that. So, is it okay? I don't know. But that's just what my top set is. I'm gonna bench 70 kilos right now. So that's basically half the weight. And my intention is to put load on the chest. Shoulders back, and with my hands, shoulder width, I'm actually gonna mentally press my hands together to get that squeeze and contraction on the muscle. Not locking out at the top and getting a rest. Constant tension the whole time just to blow the chest up. And I'm just throwing in this in there for the painful pump series. A barbell bench is not in my program. I feel like there's so many other exercises that are better to get a contraction. Any machine's almost going to be better as well. But I just want to show this technique for the people that love to barbell bench. Again, I'm no hater. I've got a lot of powerlifting clients, a lot of powerlifting friends, a lot of power building clients that we want to get your bench up. It's a completely different technique, and it's awesome to have a big bench. I mean, I went down that route too. This is just for people who want to build muscle. It's called painful pump, all right? Let's get it. Yeah, what is that? 9 reps? Pitiful. Pitiful as if I was going for strength, but we're getting there now. Superset I like a lot. It's, cable fly, supersetted with dips. Dips are a very, very underrated chest movement. But here's the kicker. You have to have enough strength to be able to perform them optimally. If it's an effort to press your body weight with a dip, they're not going to be the ideal exercise because you're going to have to muscle through the movement, exploding through the tricep and the front delt. If you have enough strength to actually manipulate your body, lean forward and get that hard squeeze, it's a great, great exercise. So if you've got an assisted machine, you can just put the pad up as well. Leave nothing left in the tank on that set. Now with the fatigue chest, let's hit these dips. So the good thing about that is it's not too taxing on your energy and your central nervous system, but it hits the chest really well. So I'll hit that for 4 sets. And I dictate the quality of my sessions based on the pump. How much my chest is literally hanging over. That, for me, dictates a quality session. Now, again, I'm just having fun. I'm just having a pump. Straying from my program, I'm straying from the plan. Even though I'm not emphasizing strength, it's still important to get stronger. It's still important to focus on progressive overload. Matching and bettering what you did last week after week. That's important. You can't just come and fluff around and lift whatever. So that's an important component, but don't prioritize strength over everything else. Now, chest is pretty cooked. We're still gonna keep going. We've only done 1 upper chest movement. And if you want an aesthetic build, you need a fat upper chest. Now I do not program dumbbell incline flies very much because it's so easy for the front delt to take over and a lot of people get it wrong. So I'm going to show you a technique that I love that you can utilize. This is some value here to get the most engagement in the upper chest. Watch this. Pay attention to my form on this movement. Pay attention to the angle of my hands, okay? Shoulders back. Elbows, once they've got a soft lock, a soft bend, they don't move. Stretch under tension like this. As far as you can comfortably stretch, get that stretch. Pinkies in. Stretch, 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 stretch as much as you can. Pinkies. It gets a further engagement in the upper chest and not the front delt. Just keep the tempo nice and slow. Work that upper chest. 5 to 10 seconds. Push the dumbbells together hard, so push them together hard to engage the chest and just pulse with an already fatigued chest. I've left out so many good exercises. This is just one video. You don't have to do all the best exercises. Smith machine incline's such a mad exercise too. There's so many exercises. I'm gonna do a finisher right now. I always love doing a finisher. This is my analogy. Your muscle, right, which is my chest right now, is a tube of toothpaste. And I'm just squeezing every little bit of toothpaste out of that tube and leaving nothing left. So I'm gonna do a moderate weight on here, AMRAP, which is as many reps as possible, to 50 reps and leave nothing left. Let's go. Last exercise for chest, AMRAP. Let's go. I don't care how clean the reps are, we're just finishing it off. Normally I never do a pressing day without hitting triceps. They've copped a lot of heat anyway, so it's easy to finish them off, but this is called the painful pump chest episode. So let's focus on chest. Always shoulders back, all right? Shoulders back. If they're rolled forward, you're pushing from the front delt. If they're rolled back, you're pushing from the chest. That's it, okay? Don't flare your elbows. It's harsh for your shoulders. Slide up the bench, shoulders back, retract your scapula, nipple line, and squeeze. Ooh. 20. Take my word for it, we're getting 50 reps, but you don't want to sit there and listen to that shit. You want milk?